is sent on their way back from the 1600 metre marker. Roy's Winter Patch is at the rail. Mulray's Pink Sleeves and Cap, the all pink silks of On My Wits Alone as a good position shortly after the start. Diesel Engine is also right there, a little bit strong. The King's Hand is just off them. Military Leader is near the rail. Henchman is on the outside and about 5 lengths back to Icy Thunder. As they settle down to race, and Mulrace has the lead. On My Wits Alone is in the pink. Roy's Winter Patch perfectly placed at the rail. Diesel Engine on the outside, then the King's Hand, Henchman. Military Leader with the cheek pieces, and Icy Thunders at the back. A lot of horses racing very awkwardly. There's only about 5 or 6 lengths now from top to tail. On My Wits Alone leads her. Diesel Engine second. Mulray's Pink Sleeves and Cap third, and then the King's Hand. Roy's Winter Patch is back fifth, only about 2.5 lengths off the leader. They're really coming up close now, compact. Henchman is behind that one. Military Leaders down the inside, and Icy Thunder. Top of the lane, On My Wits Alone. Mulrace, Diesel Engine, the King's Hand. Roy's Winter Patch needs some running room. Down the inside, Military Leader, Henchman on the outside. On My Wits Alone, Mulrace. Now Roy's Winter Patch sees daylight, and here comes Roy's Winter Patch. Roy's Winter Patch now comes into the lead from Mulrace. The King's Hand's making a race of it, but Roy's Winter Patch goes on, and Roy's Winter Patch holding on and will win it. Roy's Winter Patch, the King's Hand, Mulrace and Henchman. The winner, number 9, Roy's Winter Patch, will end up winning it, and you just get the impression that he wins with a little bit more easier than that margin suggests. The son of Western Winter by a half length. The King's Hand runs into second, Mulrace third, Henchman fourth, then On My Wits Alone. Further back, Icy Thunder. Military Leader is further back with Diesel Engine. They were very compact going to the 1,000 metre marker, and the split now is just going to open for Roy's Winter Patch. Dennis Dreyer and Roy Moodley, also bred by Roy Moodley, gets a reminder or two, and then you'll see Sean starts to work on Roy's Winter Patch. We just get the impression he won with still some more in hand, and he wins it well. So Roy's Winter Patch is victorious. The King's Hand will race into that second position. Number 9 ends up the tote favourite at 170, which helps everyone because of the scratching of 10 Fantasy Art until the running of race 6 back to the studio.
Well done to trainer Dennis Dreyer, training for Roy Moodley here in race number 5. Roy's Winter Patch, partner to victory by jockey Sean Cormack. And as we mentioned, desperately unlucky last time out, but he set the record straight today, and he looks like a horse that's going to win his fair share of races. Nice to have Roy on course as well. Let's have a chat to winning trainer Dennis Dreyer. 10 compliments on this win.
Thanks, Dees. He was very unlucky last time. Poor Sean, the other Sean, everywhere he went, he couldn't get a run. So, of course, we were a bit bullish going into this race. But you still got to win the race. And then I don't think the pace suited him today. So I was a little bit worried. But a great ride by Sean. He said he knew what he had underneath him. And thanks to Roy, couldn't be more happier.
Next race, you got 2?
Yeah, geez, let's hope we can fill the quartet or something, do something.
When I spoke to Stu, for comments for the show, couldn't get all of you. He made Roy's Winter Patch your best runner today, but he gave a chance to the lightweight. Tell the tale.
Yes, Stu is the quartet king. He's like you, so you must go with him.
Well done, Dan. Well done, Dan. Shawnee, fantastic. Dan touched on it. Desperately unlucky last time out, nowhere to go, but today you gave this horse a pearl of a ride. Well done to you as well.
Thank you. Thanks very much to Roy. Nice to have a winner for him again. He's my old boss, and I'm just very glad that this horse has obviously had a bit of luck go his way today.
Talking about the race, there was a late scratching, Fantasy Art who had a bit of form to recommend, but it was a small field, and things can go wrong, but this horse, when you press the button in the home straight, that was it, Sean?
Yeah, initially the pace was decent. horse came around me to lead me and obviously steadied it right up, and from then on I obviously had to go to plan B, and horse went around him, Seanville went around him and slowed it up a little bit more. So obviously it wasn't suiting me, and I had to get off the fence, and I was in a bit of a pocket. Muzi put me in a pocket and had to work my way through. But one thing I do know is this horse's asset is he can quicken up very quickly. He's got a good turn of foot, and so I wasn't too worried. But when they slowed up the pace, I was not in a happy place.
And then the next race at the weights, you think your stable companion's the right horse?
Hard to say, Acapulco, when you get the right Acapulco, he can turn it on. It just depends what we get here today. I'm sure you all know that a couple of starts back he beat a horse like Diamond King.
Yes.
And obviously he hasn't really found that form again. Doesn't run a bad race, but to get the best out of him, we've got to wait till the time of the race, and if he does, he'll be competitive. The other little horse with that weight on his back, he's got to be a huge runner. He's had a small break, so hopefully he won't need it too much. He's not a big horse, so he shouldn't. But I think, as I say, if Acapulco brings his A game, it'll be a competitive race between the two of them, besides the standouts in the race.
Well, there will be a small deduction for the backers of the top one, but to all that backed you today, made you a good thing. You delivered. Well done to you, Sean. Thanks.
Thanks very much. Thanks to my sponsor, Highlands. Very grateful. Thank you.
Sean Cormack. Let's get Roy Moodley in, who's been waiting patiently. And before we touch on this win, this is my first interview with Roy this season, and we kept singing the praises of his colours last season, Roy. What a season it turned out for you as an owner. You had winners with many, many yards, and that's what you need. You need winners in order to pay those bills at the end of the month.
Thanks, Dees. That's good to hear from you. Dennis told me last week, I must make sure I'm being there. Dennis is one of the good trainers, and, he knows his horses. I got other trainers like Kumaran too. When he says me come to the race course, we have to look whether he's coming last. And Dennis, he was so confident. He actually phoned me this morning and told me, make sure I'm here, because I need you to lead this horse. Because most of the time when my horses win, I'm not here to lead it, but this time he said me I must here. And coming back to the horse, it was bred by me.
Yes.
And it isn't that mare is in my farm at the moment, and we're still breathing with that horse. And I think he's a good mare, and you can see he's been producing good winners. And let's see how we take it up from here.
Big in numbers, you buy at the bottom end, the middle, and the top end of the market, Roy. But as I mentioned, if you don't get the results, it becomes a bit frustrating. Last season, you were happy with the way things went?
Last season was good. We had some good winners, and I spread my horses around. Gave all the trainers a chance, and some of them couldn't make it because, as I say, it's not the trainers; it's also the ability of the horses. Sometimes they pick the bad horses, and then it can't perform. Then you can't blame them also. But I'm going to give them a chance again this season and see how it goes. Because if you don't give them a chance, they don't have a ticket. So let's see how it goes. And Gona's supposed to be here today, but I put him in another project, and I don't think he'll be attending as much races like he used to be. But I got him in a permanent position now somewhere, and maybe on Sundays or Friday evenings only he'll be attending.
Fantastic. I wish you all the best for the new season, Roy. You are one of the big supporters in the game and deserve all the success you get. All the best this season, Roy.
This is Vinod Naidu. He's been accompanying me, my friend. I think he's going to buy some horses also. I'm just giving him the taste a little bit. I think his first time is here today. But let's see how it goes from here.
Let's have a quick chat. I met you on a number of occasions with Roy at social functions. And you're going to get involved now?
Well, definitely. I'm probably buying the next 10 horses in the next week.
That's fantastic. That's nice to hear, bringing a new blood into the game. And, I know you're a big supporter of Roy as well.
Absolutely. And I think from seeing the races and the horses that are winning, it gives me the more encouragement now to move forward faster.
I've seen you on the roulette table. This is more fun.
Much more.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done to the guys. Nice to have Roy Moodley here. I've just been introduced to a new owner in the game in Vinod. Number 9, Roy's Winter Patch. The good thing on the day has arrived. If you caught this quartet, 9, 7, 11 and 3 are the numbers you'll need. Race number 5.